So we have some very exciting news as Baltimore Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson is working out with his Pro Bowl wide receiver Zay Flowers in South Florida about a week before the Baltimore Ravens will kick off their OTA sessions, where we'll have our Baltimore Ravens out there on the field making plays. Again, it's right around the corner. Plus, we have a really fun reaction from Chuck Smith after the Ravens drafted Mike Green in the second round, as well as a clip from Ravens Wired where Eric DeCosta was talking about which safety they should draft in between Malachi Starks and what many people presume to be Nick Manwari. Darius Washington officially undergoes his surgery, plus Cincinnati Bengals division rival Joe Burrow had some words about heading to Baltimore for the fourth straight year in primetime at the bank, and an update on their first round pick is not going so well, in case you didn't see it. We got all that and more, man, so welcome into another episode of Ravens Reports. It's your guy Noah here with For the Flock, as always, bringing you guys our top 5 news reports and storylines coming out of our Baltimore Ravens today. At number 1, let's talk about Zay Flowers and Lamar Jackson putting in the work in South Florida. This is what they did last year. That's a big reason why Lamar Jackson had 4,172 passing yards, 41 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, and an absurd 119.6 passer rating, which was top 5 in NFL history for a season. Also a big reason why Zay Flowers had 74 receptions for over 1,000 yards, averaging 14.3 yards per catch last season, despite not even playing the entire season. Zay Flowers, the first round pick out of Boston College, we know became the first ever drafted Ravens wide receiver to end up making a Pro Bowl selection. First ever homegrown wide receiver. Their chemistry on and off the field is very apparent, and I cannot wait to see what Zay Flowers does in 2025. In the third year of Todd Monken's offense, with Derrick Henry returning, the offensive line improvement, this passing attack could even go to another level in 2025. And they're already working on that chemistry, putting in the work in the offseason, and that is going to translate in just a few months when the Ravens strap up on Sunday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills. By the way, the last time the Ravens played the Buffalo Bills, they did not see Zay Flowers, but it's going to be different this time around. At number 2, check out this reaction when the Baltimore Ravens drafted Mike Green in the second round from outside linebackers coach Chuck Smith.
Oh, you coming? Mike Green, baby, let's go!
Absolutely love it, man. The raw reaction from Chuck Smith right there tells you everything you need to know about how he felt about Mike Green coming in to boost his pass rush, as he's the, pass rush specialty coach there. That tells you everything you need to know. Man, my reaction was pretty similar whenever I saw the Ravens put in that selection with their second round pick, man. The guy should have been a top 10, top 15 type of player. His talent that is there with the Baltimore Ravens. We know why he was there in the second round, but all that matters is he's here. It's a clean slate, fresh start, and I can't wait to see Mike Green wreaking havoc on opposing quarterbacks like Joe Burrow and Josh Allen. Speaking of Joe Burrow, at number 3, he was not happy about the Baltimore Ravens hosting them for the 4th straight year in primetime. So if you didn't see it yet, just a reminder, on Thursday Night Football, Thanksgiving, let's go, man. That's going to be such a good game. We're going to have Thanksgiving food to look forward to throughout the day, and then the whole time we're going to have that excitement for the Ravens-Bengals game later on that night, and then we're, pull out a little bit of leftover turkey and then some pumpkin pie, maybe some coffee while we're watching Ravens-Bengals, man. Let's go, man. I'm fired up about this game, but Joe Burrow is not fired up. Here's what he had to say.
Playing in Baltimore for the 4th straight primetime year isn't ideal. Maybe we could get one of those in Cincinnati next year, please.
So Joe Burrow wants his turn at hosting one of those games on primetime, those divisional rivalry matchups there. We know the Ravens and Bengals typically will play one game at 1 o'clock and the other. Seems like every year it's been primetime because these are some knockout, drag-out fights between the Ravens and Bengals. Plus, the NFL can't pass up on having 2 of the best quarterbacks in the NFL going at it in a primetime slate to boost their ratings and their viewership. It's just going to happen every single year that Lamar and Joe are at the helm. You expect to see a primetime matchup. Speaking of the Bengals, Shamar Stewart their first-round selection, 17th overall. He is still not practicing for the Bengals. He did not participate in the rookie minicamp they had, and he's still not participating in the phase 2 with their other workouts they have going on and their OTAs and stuff. He's still refusing to get out there on the field until there's a change in his contract language. Him and his agent don't like the contract language. The Bengals have been weird about contracts, very different than a lot of teams in the NFL. So they still don't have their first-round selection edge rusher. And their other edge rusher, Trey Hendrickson, said he will hold out and not play if he doesn't get a contract extension. So right now, after Sam Hubbard, retired, they have literally nobody at edge rush. Their pass rush was already not good last year, but now Trey Hendrickson having issues, contract holdout stuff, and then now their first-round selection, Shamar Stewart, getting off to a slow start, not even practicing yet. Spells good news for the Baltimore Ravens if we're just being 100% honest. At number 4, you guys got to check out this little clip from Ravens Wired of whenever the Ravens were on the clock in the first round. They were debating Malachi Starks and another player. Now, it seems to me like it was a player of a same position like Nick Amanwari. We can't know for sure, but that's what it seems like it is. Now, he asked 2 of his personnel, his staff, to come up and tell him why they like Starks better. Here's that clip.
Hey, Andrew and Joey, come down here. Put you down on the spot. And I know you both like Starks, so who would you take? Starks. What separates those 2 guys?
The intangibles that make Starks' playmaking ability. It's not close as far as what you get. It's a playmaker. It's not close. I just think Starks. It's those 2.
Yeah, so I love it, man. He says it's not even close. You got to go with Starks, So it's just really cool to see a little inside look at what it looked like on draft night when the Ravens made that selection, ultimately grabbing the Georgia Bulldog, Malachi Starks. I cannot wait to see him out there on the field. He's going to be an immediate starter now that Darius Washington is out with that injury. So Malachi Starks, Kyle Hamilton, Marlon Humphrey, and Nate Wiggins, all first-round selections, looking to build a dominant, physical, no-fly zone here in Baltimore. Not to mention some of the other guys around them, like the All-Pro Roquan Smith, like Odafe Owe and Van Noy, who both notched double-digit sacks last year, plus Matabike, who's a dominant interior pass rusher, the veteran in Chidobe Awuzie, the young guns that are up and coming like TJ Tampa. I like this Ravens defense as a whole. Very excited about what they can do and get off to a hotter start in 2025. At number 5, I actually have a couple updates here because there's stuff coming out as we were recording this. First of all, Ian Rappaport says no sleeves allowed and reposting Derrick Henry's contract extension when he signed it just yesterday. And he's so yoked, it's not even funny. Like, the fact that he's that big, but then also like functionally, athletic and can move the way he moves, and his speed and size combination is just absurd for Derrick Henry. And it's why he's been an absolute anomaly. It's why he's been a freak show in the NFL really since he came in the league. If you didn't see one of the recent workouts here it is, Derrick Henry. It's just absurd what he does, the work he puts in the offseason. He doesn't stop. He said yesterday in his interview that he only took a week off after the season ended. He said, I was itching, like I was hurting to just go get out there and even get even better. And it's crazy to say that he wants to get better after 1,900 yards and 16 touchdowns, but that's the reality of his mindset, and that's why he hasn't fallen off. And that's why I think he still has some great seasons left here in Baltimore. We also have the NFL owners literally a few minutes ago just approving NFL players to participate in flag football. Okay, flag football for the Olympics is now green-lighted by NFL owners. And I know a quarterback that everybody would want on their team in a flag football matchup who you can't touch with a 10-foot pole. That is Lamar Jackson. It is so hard to chase him down. His athleticism and his elite arm strength would be very, very fun to watch in the Olympics. Now, there's also some other players that would be fun on the Ravens, like Zay Flowers, that shifty, make you miss, the route running, and the ability to get downfield. But it's official. The NFL has approved players participating in the Olympics. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. If it's a little bit scary with like risk injury, it looks like it'll be in July of 2028. So still another 2 years, but it'll be here before you know it. All right, guys. So a couple of key things to look out for. After June 1st, the Ravens can sign free agents without it affecting their compensatory pick value, the formula, and we know they love their draft picks. So look out for some more vet signings after June 1st, plus some more guys will be available after teams release them June 1st. Also, we're about a week away from OTAs, which the Ravens will be back on the field. It is voluntary, so not everyone will be there, but I expect a lot of the core guys to be back, and I'm excited about it, man. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button if you got any value out of today's content. Don't forget, hit the subscribe and notification bell on so you don't miss any Baltimore Ravens news, man. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.
When he wasn't looking, he ran me over.